everyone and welcome back to a new episode of the Escalus. Today we are going to talk about a very innovative and interesting product which is called Tapp to Twist. Some of you might already know about this product. This is a filter that now I'm going to unbox for you, which is attached directly to your tap. And it filters out your water. It filters out a number of contaminants, which we will see soon listed on our board. And it's made from ABS plastic, which is fully recyclable. And the filter is made from organic coconut shells. And this is really cool because it makes the filter completely compostable. Let's see how it looks in the inside. It comes in this nice cardboard box with a sleeve around it on which you see the actual photo of the product and the design of the whole contents. Let's open it. So it has a plastic sticker here and another plastic sticky sleeve. Protection is good. And then we open it and this is what we see. So inside we have our filter. This is what it looks like. Now I will show you all the pieces, and then inside we have a small envelope which contains the attachment. I like that inside there is no other plastic, it's all cardboard. And here we have the attachment. This will go then in your sink tap. Inside we also have a gasket which we will need later. I will also show you the installation of the product to show you how easy it is to actually fit this on your tap. In here you have another gasket, of course. This is what will go in contact with the other piece that we saw before. This is the lever that allows you to switch from tap water to filtered water, which is great because if you're using, for example, a kitchen sink, you can switch to normal water for washing the dishes without, let's say, wasting the filtered water. And then you can easily switch back to filtered water if you need to fill up your bottles or drink it. Here you have the top which rotates, and you have the months and the weeks so that you can remember when you change the filter. The filter lasts for around 3 months, so this will help you remember when you need to change your cartridge. How do we change the cartridge? It's really easy. Underneath you have a plastic piece which allows you to easily twist it, and here you have the cartridge. Now, in order to untwist this, you have to twist in the opposite direction, of course. This comes off. As you can see, it says it's recyclable plastic. And this is where we have, the coconut filter. So this is 100% carbon from organic coconut shells. You have these two plastic silicone pieces, which obviously cannot be composted. You will then throw these in the recycling. And then it's really easy to screw back on, always opposite direction. And then you close it back in. Of course, this is going to remain attached to your tap, so then when it's there, you just remove it from here this way. Every filter is able to filter around 1,200 liters of water. Once you're done with it, you obviously replace the cartridge and you have this nice box which contains 2. Therefore, you have another 6 months more or less of filtered water. The tap, which already contains 1 cartridge, retails for $49, but you will find it easily for $39 using various discount codes. And then the 2 cartridge replacements also cost $39. So what are the real benefits of using this tap? Number 1, you don't have to install any reverse osmosis in your apartment, so it's great for people who don't own the house or who don't want to spend that much money to have filtered water. Secondly, compared to other water filters, the plastic is completely recyclable and the filter is completely compostable, so you have practically no waste for landfill once you're done with it. Thirdly, it's quick and instant, so you open the water and you already have filtered water immediately from the tap. I will show you on video how that works later. The filter removes a number of contaminants, which of course now we will see. And lastly, we have a huge saving both in terms of money and of plastic compared to buying bottled water. I'm going to show you later a breakdown of how much water will cost you using this system. All the substances which I am about to list have been tested for. You can find the lab results on the website. I will put the link in the description. So first of all, it removes a good part, around 95% of all antibiotics and pharmaceuticals. It also showed to filter out 95% of chlorine or chloramine. 95% of lead particles have shown to be removed by this filter, as well as 100% of microplastics. It also reduces nitrates and nitrate by around 90%, and it takes out around 30 to 70% of the fluoride. Although it is not meant as a device to remove limescale, the people that have tried it have confirmed that a good part of the limescale is removed from the water by using this system. Now on our board we will see how this filter compares to reverse osmosis and normal pitchers with filters for water. So what we can see from this table is that first of all, you don't have any maintenance costs. You just have to change the filters, and the cost of the filters themselves are cheaper than the other two methods that we are talking about. Also, what is surprising is that the water comes to cost around 1 cent per liter, which compared to any water on the market is extremely low. Obviously, it is also much cheaper than reverse osmosis because we know that it takes around 5 liters of water to produce 1 liter of clean water with reverse osmosis. Another benefit, as we said, is that you get instant water supply and you don't need anyone to install it. This mechanism is compatible with around 90% of the taps that we have in Malta. If it doesn't fit on your tap, there is an adapter which makes it compatible with almost all of them. There are very rare cases in which you can't install this system on your tap. Also, in terms of filtering, we can see that contrarily to the pitchers, it filters out microplastics, chlorine, pesticides and pharmaceuticals completely, whereas the pitcher only reduces chlorine and has not been proven to remove all the other substances. The last row is also interesting, the carbon footprint. Here it says that CO2 emissions are 3 kilos, and then in small print it says it's also based on cartridges and refills only, and it excludes the casing and the transportation. So this is a bit of a difficult calculation to make, but overall, considering the size of the item and how you dispose of it, I think that under an environmental point of view, this is really a great product. I have tried the water personally and I like it very much. The only thing I found is that it is a bit salty, but this is normal because the filter has a permissivity of around 1 to 2 microns, which means that the sodium and calcium and magnesium are able to flow through. This is a good thing actually, because we need those minerals in the water. But obviously, since in Malta we have seawater filtered through reverse osmosis, it has a bit of a higher sodium content than what I personally am used to. Of course, for cooking, this is great, and even for drinking, you can get used to it quite easily. Some people really cannot tell the difference from bottled water, so it's really subjective whether you like it or not. The great thing is also that it removes taste completely. I have done a taste test, or more than one, in the shop, and people have actually had to spit out the unfiltered water because it was so bad. The quality of the unfiltered water depends. Obviously, there are some houses in which you get decent water even from the tap. From my shop, it's not the case, and when it's filtered, it is completely tasteless. So the comparison is really mind-blowing in this case. Overall, whether you are going to drink the water or just use it for cooking or for the kettle, I think it's a great investment. Now let's go see how you install this on your tap. So this is the first time that I try to do this myself. You need to test whether this piece comes off on its own, and mine does. Otherwise, you might need some pliers. So this is the part that needs to go in. We removed the gasket which was inside of the tap, and we can put a new one. I'll just wash it. Make sure that you fit it properly so you have no leakages. And then we can screw this one in. This is working pretty easily. Try to tighten it well so you don't have any leakages. Seems like the water is running properly. As we saw before, the other gasket is already inserted, and you have to manage to screw this one inside of this adapter. I'm going to use a cloth because my hands are wet and I'm slipping. Hand tightening should be fine most of the times. So let's see. There we go. Water runs as normal through this pipe here. So to switch to filtered water, we just turn this lever. The first water which usually comes out is a bit darker. Let's see. Not too bad. So this is already drinkable. Still, it's a good idea to let it run like this for a few seconds so that the carbon runs out. As you can see, it comes out with a very high pressure from here because the hole is quite small. And this is our filtered water. To switch back to normal tap, just like that. I love this. I could do this for the whole day. So I don't know if you can see this, but I have slightly scratched hands. The thread of the adapter is quite sharp, so I recommend to do that with a cloth and not with bare hands. But overall, installation was super easy. Considering costs, sustainability factors, how practical this tap is, overall, I think it's a great product. I will put the links, as I said, in the description to where you can find them, and also the address of the shop where you can actually come and taste the water. I hope this was useful for you. If you have anyone who you think that could benefit from seeing this, make sure you share this video with them and that you subscribe to see more content like this. See you next time.